What up, what up, what up? It's your boy, Cardinal Red, and we back for some more of that Ali Land boxing talk, people. And today we talking Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez, worth $1.5 billion. Both fighters ducking Pacquiao. Alright, y'all, I want to, give my little 2 cents on how I feel about this possible matchup between Canelo Alvarez and Floyd Mayweather, part 2. And how it kind of ties into what I've been saying about Pacquiao for the past couple of weeks in the past couple of videos. I've been mentioning, a potential of a super fight between Canelo Alvarez and Manny Pacquiao as a retirement for fight for Pacquiao and a way to stack money. Because of the fact that there are no other super fights out there. Pacquiao is a superstar, and superstars deserve the biggest venues and the biggest fights that can be found, if you ask me. And the only big fights that are out there at the moment, a few of them can't be made. One of them could possibly be made, but the dollars are nowhere near the size of the other two. But I feel like, Terrence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao would be a super fight. Manny Pacquiao versus Earl Spence, which is a potential fight that could be happening, could very well be a super fight. Manny Pacquiao versus Vasyl Lomachenko could be a super fight, nowhere near the dollars of the final two. Of course, maypac 2 is a super fight, but the dollars are not the same as they could have been a few years ago. And they're definitely not the same as a super fight between Manny Pacquiao and Canelo Alvarez could be. Just the potential dollars are ridiculous. Because if they're talking 1.5 billion, and I said it would be somewhere in the range of 200 million. I had no idea that they were generating these type of dollars now, for super fights, and I see why now, because these things have the potential of actually selling really huge on pay-per-view, and I believe it was $500 million or something like that the maypac 1 fight generated has now ballooned up into the billions of dollars, 1.5 billion. So a potential rematch between Mayweather and Pacquiao actually could be worth closer to $1 billion. And with that being said, if they're offering 1.5 for a Mayweather Canelo rematch, they have to be offering at least that, or a billion two, perhaps $2 billion for Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez potential fight. And I think this is big. This is huge because it throws another monkey. But there was already a bunch of monkey wrenches and who could potentially be Pacquiao's next opponent because of the fact there are so many welterweights at PBC. But unfortunately, none of these guys, to me, sell big on pay-per-view. But the potential of these super fights and the dollar amounts are astronomical. I just wanted to touch on this article real fast that I found and let you guys, if you want to check it out, you can check it out. It is from Bleacher Report. I'm sorry. Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd Mayweather versus Canelo Alvarez 2 could be worth $1.5 billion. It starts off by saying the second fight, could be worth 1.5 million between Canelo and Floyd Mayweather, the former world champion. Oscar De La Hoya, now Alvarez's promoter, has talked up the possibility of an upcoming rematch between Mayweather and Canelo Alvarez. Although Mayweather beat Alvarez by majority decision in September of 2013, the potential rematch could be worth 1.5 billion. I quote that once again. And this is coming from Bleacher Report, TMZ Sports. The loss to Mayweather remains the only defeat on Canelo's professional record. Canelo's 28, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you guys can go check that out. Once again, that's the Bleacher Report. And to me, you know, when you think about them talking about this rematch, and this is why I keep bringing up this Manny Pacquiao versus Canelo Alvarez fight. You know, what Manny Pacquiao tends to do versus these bigger fighters has already been documented. Now, I'm not going to say that Alvarez is the same as Margarito or Cotto. You know, he's a much more skilled fighter, but very similar, you know. And, you know, with them, with Mayweather beating Canelo so easily with the majority decision, I don't see why people will have a fear of Pacquiao wanting to fight Canelo at 154, because I don't see Floyd coming back. Well, he might actually fight him you know, he's a bigger guy now, he's older, he's putting on more weight. So he might actually fight Canelo at 160 pounds, you know. It might not be at 155 pounds. So Mayweather Canelo 2 could actually be at 160 pounds. But I doubt it, you know. I think Mayweather would want it somewhere in the range of 150 to 155 pounds. Catch weight, somewhere in there. But, you know, with all that being said, the potential of a Pacquiao-Alvarez fight, it should be the biggest thing on everybody's mind. You know, there's so much money surrounding that fight. And it's a big possibility that Pacquiao could actually beat him. If we're talking him fighting Earl Spence, younger, stronger, just as strong as Canelo Alvarez, we should be talking Manny Pacquiao versus Canelo Alvarez. Now that they're talking Floyd Mayweather versus Alvarez too, you know, it's out there now. You know, I feel like I started this talk, but you know, I'm not gonna get none of the credit for it. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments section. Hit that like button for me, and please subscribe. If you know any homeless people, man, 1 minute in your life and some leftovers could really change your life. So give up a minute, change your life. You never know who you're helping. If you ain't got nothing else to talk about, just tell them about boxing. Cardinal Red, Ali Land Boxing Talking. We out of here.